We recently added the deep detection method to the Predator X, which allows traders to automate much more than just indicator signals. And I really wanted to make this video to dive into it a little bit more and really show various examples of things we can automate with the deep detection. And that way we can understand exactly how it works and how we can apply it to our own strategies. And as always, guys, this is not going to be trading advice. I'm just showing examples. But if you do want a free trial of the Predator X, you can find that over at TradeSaber.com. And we also have a free Discord where you can join to ask questions or find even more content. Again, links for everything going to be down below. But with that, let's get started. The first thing, I'm just going to give a little bit of an intro to the deep detection. So first, where do we find it? You just enable the Predator, and like any other signal, you go to the left-hand side, expand the signals tab, create a custom signal, and we're going to be using entry signals for this example. And under the mode, we just select deep detection. Now, what exactly is deep detection? Deep detection, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, is more than just indicator signals. With deep detection, we can automate background color changes, bar color changes, plot color changes. We can even automate the slope of a plot. The deep detection just really opens up all of these doors when it comes to automating signals, because all of these signals don't always have a dedicated plot value or some sort of a actual draw object signal like an arrow or text. So with deep detection, we can take these color changes and create either an entry signal, a filter, or some sort of an exit signal as well. So I'm going to run through a few examples. And I know a lot of you guys are using the simple market metrics indicator. If that's the case, I recommend watching this video up here. It was really the original intro to the deep detection, and that video is going to cover that indicator in a lot more detail. So if that's what you're looking for, again, go to that video. It's going to help you a whole lot more. But if you are looking for more information about how this deep detection works, stay in this video. We're going to cover that right now. All right, so the very first thing, whenever you're using deep detection and you don't quite know exactly what you're looking for, I do want you to come over and open up the Ninja script output. If you don't know how to do that, just go to your Ninja control panel, go to New, and click Ninja script output. You will get this option out here. Now, once you select this deep detection method from the left-hand panel, all you have to do is disable the Predator, re-enable it, and now you're going to see all this valuable information directly in your output. And this is going to tell you exactly what we can and can't automate with the deep detection. So whatever indicators you have on here, you're going to see in here. So in this example, I just have this double stochastic signal, and we're going to see the kinds of colors that we can automate. So here we can see bar brushes, it's a next. There's no bar color changes, so we can't automate that. There's no candle outline change. The regular back brush, that also has an X, so we cannot automate just the regular back brush. But if you look down here to the back brushes all, you will see a check mark. So all we have to do, if we want to automate the background color in this particular indicator, all we have to do is match exactly what we see in here. So I'm going to select the source. So my source is the back brushes all. So select back brushes all. And then we just have to type in the colors that we see. So for my long, I want to enter whenever we turn green. And for my shorts, I want to enter whenever we turn red. So once we have that, it matches exactly what we have in here. All we have to do is restart the strategy, disable, re-enable, and then you're going to see some check marks. If you see a check mark, that usually means you're good to go. And now it's going to automate these background color changes. So let's hit play here just to see what that looks like. And guys, with these, you can automate any order management that you want. So if you want multiple targets, stop loss, trail stops, whatever you want, we have separate videos on that. I'm not going to waste too much time. So here, the background changed to green, and we entered a long position. And it was just like we defined with
Order filled.
our deep detection. Now, let's see if we get a short as well. Here
Order
we get
submitted.
a short or a red background color change.
Order filled.
We enter into a short trade. So that's how we can automate these background colors. And guys, I know some of you may be wondering what the difference is between back brushes and back brushes all. The back brushes will only show up on the panel where that indicator is loaded. So let me disable this real quick because this indicator we can actually switch. So if we switch this to indicator only, now let me re-enable. Now you'll see back brushes is the one with the check mark. Back brushes all does not have a check mark. So some indicators will just have the back brushes. Others will have the back brushes all. Always refer to the NinjaScript output to see the one that applies to you. And if this is the case, all you have to do is change the source to back brushes to match whatever your NinjaScript output says. So disable, re-enable, make sure you have that check mark, and then it's going to automate that background color change just the same.
Order submit. Order filled.
Now for the next example, we're throwing it back to one of our original indicators, the reversal. Let's just ignore the fact that the Predator does come with this entry style built directly into it. But for now, again, I just want to focus on the color change for the deep detection. So in order to automate the bar color change, it's a very similar process. Once again, let's look at the NinjaScript output. Over here, we see now the bar brushes has a check mark, and it tells you exactly what colors we need to use. So once again, just select the bar brushes, and I'm going to type in dark cyan for the long and indigo for the short. Now, once again, I'm going to disable, re-enable, and if we get the check mark, we are good to go. Let's hit play. Now, when we get that color change, the Predator X is automatically going to take that entry. And I'm going to reverse my position here in case we get it long, which we didn't. Now here we can see with this rev up button, it's just going to keep flipping that position whenever we get that color change. So that's all it is. Again, very similar to the background color change. We just have to use the NinjaScript output to let us know exactly what we can and can't automate. Now for the next example, we're following in the same pattern. This time we're automating the plot color change. So when it goes from red to green or green to red. And it's the exact same thing. Just look at the NinjaScript output. You'll notice all of these have X's, but if you look at the plot colors, it's going to tell you here plot brushes has a check mark, and it tells you the colors you need to use. So again, just go to your source, select the plot brushes, the same one it tells you right here, and just select the colors you want to use. In this case, it's lime, and it's red. So disable, re-enable. If you get the check marks, that means you are good to go. So here it just turned to a green plot, so it got us into a long trade. And then it turned red and it got us into the short. So again, just look at the plot brushes for the indicator that you're using. Now, for the next example, we're going to be automating the slope of a plot. And in order to do that, we're going to be using this TTM squeeze as an example. Now, the plot slope is just if the plot value is going up or if the plot value is coming down. And in order to automate it, again, very similar process to all of our other examples. Just come over here to your source and select the plot slope with the plot that you want to use. In this case, it's the momentum TS. That's this momentum indicator you see here. So for this example, I'm going to enter a long trade anytime we're sloping up. So if the value increases, that's our long trade. Once the value decreases, that's when we enter a short position. So once you have that, just disable, re-enable, and you should be good to go.
Order submitted.
So here we see the value started going down, so it got us into a short trade right away. Now, once the value starts going back up, it should get us into a long trade.
Order filled.
So here we're still coming down.
Order
Here
submitted.
we started going back up in value, and now we get into a long position. But now, what if we don't want to enter as soon as it starts going up or as soon as it starts coming down? What if we maybe prefer to wait 2 or 3 candles where the plot is moving in that direction before we enter a trade? That's simple. Just come back up here to this number. A value of 1 just means 1 candle has to go up, 1 candle has to come down. A value of 2 means 2 candles have to go up or 2 candles have to come down. So once you change that, let's see what that looks like. So here we need 2 candles to start coming down in value. Here we just have 1.
Order
Here we
submitted.
have 2 candles where the plot value decreased. Now it gets us into that short position. So now in order to go long, we need 2 candles in a row to go up in value.
Order
Just like
submitted.
we do there with a rev up button, it got us into a long position. Now, if another one comes down, now
Order
it gets us
submitted.
back into that short trade. And 2 have to go back up in order to go back long. So there's 1,
Order
there's 2,
submitted.
back into that long position. And guys, remember, this is not trading advice whatsoever. I'm literally just putting this on for
Order
the sake of
submitted.
market replay in order to show you guys examples of how this works. So you would apply this
Order
normally
filled.
to your own
Order
strategy,
submitted.
whatever makes sense for the indicators that you're using. So with that, let's move on to our final example. And now for the final example, we're going to be using the simple market metrics indicator because it provides a really good example of this next step. Now for this one, I want to automate the bar color changes, but there is going to be one difference with this specific indicator. And you'll notice over here in your NinjaScript output, if we look at the SMM indicator and we look at the bar brushes, you'll notice that we have an X. It's not able to detect these bar color changes. And that's because this indicator uses a Heikin-Ashi overlay. And luckily, they provide some information in the form of a series. Now, a series is basically just information stored within a bar. And with the deep detection method, we're actually able to read these just as well. So once again, we look at our NinjaScript output to see what's actually available. So here you have your background color change if that's what you want to automate. You have all your plot brushes. These are all X'd out. But if we come down here to your internal series, we will notice one that says candle color. Now this one, it shows you a long numerical value of +1 and a short numerical value of -1. So that's exactly what we're going to use in order to automate this. So let's go to your source and we're going to come down here to the series candle color and make sure you have the +1 and -1. Once again, we disable, re-enable, make sure we have those check marks and we are good to go. So let's hit play. Now, once the candles turn red, it should give us a short entry. Here,
Order
I
submitted.
went a little too quick, but the candles turned red. We got into a short trade. Over here, the candles turned back green, and now we are in a long position. And again, guys, I have a whole separate video that's dedicated directly to the SMM if that's something you want to use, because we can combine all of these signals to create a strategy. That video will show you how to do all of that. But again, for this particular video, I just wanted to concentrate on the various things we can do with the deep detection. So I am going to cut the video here. I hope you guys found it useful. As always, take care. Enjoy.